Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you from my floor to do another book haul. The last book haul I posted was my library book sale haul. Before that, the last book haul I posted was in September. So I haven't done a book haul other than my library book sale haul since September. So I've acquired some things since then. So we're going to talk about those things today. So this is bookish things that I got, like both purchased myself or for Christmas. So yeah, let's dive into it. All right, the first stack is going to be my book of the month books. So these are my book of the month picks for October, November, December, and January. So I think I have these in the correct order. I could be wrong. So book of the month book number one was Fate of the Fallen by Kel Cade. I got this primarily because John was kind of interested in it. He did already read this. He enjoyed it. This is the first book in a series. I will probably read it at some point as well. Then I got The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. I've heard her last name pronounced a few different ways, so I don't know which way is correct. It's a YA historical fiction. I'm really excited to read this. I'm actually going to be reading it in February as part of a readathon, which you will see and hear about in my February TBR. So excited to read that. And then I got Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. This thing is huge. It's like a thriller or a horror. I don't know. I will probably read it this coming fall because it seems to have good fall vibes. All right, then November, I got The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I've been wanting to try some Lisa Jewell. I've heard good things about her. This was like a new release, so I decided why not pick it up. Then I got The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. This is, I believe, another historical fiction. I read Me Before You, like that series, like 2018 and beginning of 2019, and I really liked those. So I'm excited to see what her historical fiction work is like. And then I got Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is really popular on BookTube. I had to get it when I saw that it was a book of the month pick. Excited to read this as well. All right, December. I chose Long Bright River by Liz Moore. And then The Glittering Hour by Iona Gray. This is another historical fiction. And then Dear Edward by Ann Napolitano. This is on my January TBR. I haven't started it yet, but it's one that I'm excited to get to. It's about like the sole survivor of a plane crash. Then January picks. I got Things in Jars by Jess Kidd. I believe this is a historical fantasy. Yeah, set in Victorian London, but I think there's like a fantasy element in this as well. Then I got Not So Pure and Simple by Lamar Giles. Then I got The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. And then because I've been a Book of the Month member for over a year, I was able to pick one of the Book of the Year finalists as an add-on for free. And I chose Recursion by Blake Crouch. Again, the Recursion, Blake Crouch has been very popular on BookTube lately. So decided to give this a try. It's not a genre that I typically read, but we'll see how it is. So those are my Book of the Month picks for October through January. So I'm just going to start grabbing piles. So the next few stacks are just books that I got either from Barnes & Noble, Goodwill, or Amazon. I don't know exactly when I purchased all of these, so we're just going to kind of go through the stacks. All right, so I got Cherry Cheesecake Murder and Christmas Cake Murder by Joanne Fluke. These are part of the Hannah Swenson series. I'm currently reading this one. We all know that I love this series, so I get them. Then I went on like an Ellen Hildebrand kick and purchased 4 of her books. We have Winter Street, which is the first book in one of her series. The Identicals, Winter in Paradise, which I believe is the first book in a different series by her. And then The Rumor. I actually listened to this on audio last year and really enjoyed it. So Ellen Hildebrand has quickly become one of my favorite authors. So some of these books were on clearance at Barnes & Noble, and I just, I know that she's an author that I love, so I picked up a bunch of them. Then we have Hidden Sea by Gregory Maguire, which I believe is it's a Nutcracker retelling. Gregory Maguire wrote Wicked, which is what Wicked, the Broadway musical, is based off of. And he writes a lot of retellings, and I've enjoyed the ones that I've read like back in high school and college. So I decided to pick this up because it was on clearance at Barnes & Noble. I got The Street Lawyer by John Grisham. Then I got The Deserter by Nelson and Alex DeMille. I had pre-ordered this. It came out in October. Read it, enjoyed it, like I do most Nelson DeMille books. Good purchase there. At Goodwill, I got The Proposal by Jasmine Gilroy. It is a Book of the Month edition. I realized after I purchased it that this is like the second book in a series, so I have to read the first one. Yeah. Oops. Then I also got I think all of these came from Barnes & Noble, I believe. I got The Dogs of Clearance. I got The Dogs of Christmas by W. Bruce Cameron on clearance at Barnes & Noble. I meant to read this at Christmas time, but I just didn't get to it. So we'll read it this coming for Christmas. I got Ross Poldark by Winston Graham. I saw Tia read this a couple months ago, and it sounded interesting when she talked about it, so I picked it up. It's like part of like a 12 or 13 book series, so yeah. I got The Husband Hour by Jamie Brenner. The cover caught my eye, and it sounds really interesting, so got that. I got The Aviator's Wife by Melanie Benjamin. This was another, I got it, it was kind of a cover buy, but this is actually a historical fiction novel about Charles and Anne Lindbergh. And I got The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which you can see I have read, enjoyed. And The Bookshop by Penelope Fitzgerald. This was another clearance buy at Barnes & Noble. And then Misery by Stephen King, which I read in October or November. I can't remember. Really enjoyed it. Then we will go into gifts. So before I get to Christmas gifts, I just want to quickly go over some gifts or some books that my mom sent me that she either had duplicates of or she sent them to me, and I don't really say no when my mom sends me books. So, or when she texts me asking me if I want the books, I say, sure, Mom, send them my way. So she sent me Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. She sent me Serpent and Dove. She bought 2 copies of this unintentionally. She thought she bought it and then couldn't find it. So then she bought it again and then found the first copy that she had bought. So she sent me this, and we buddy read it actually earlier this month. So you'll see that in my wrap up. Really enjoyed this. And then I got I See You. It's a thriller. That's all I know about it. And Vanishing Acts by Jodi Picoult. Jodi Picoult's an author that I really enjoyed back in high school. And then she sent me Sticks and Scones by Diane Mott Davidson. This is part of the Goldie Bear Cozy Mystery series. Now for Christmas presents. So I did get some bookish things that aren't books. So actually this hoodie that I'm wearing that says Book Nerd, that was a Christmas present from actually the lady who married me and John. She's a very dear, sweet family friend. She got me this for Christmas. I also got things that I'm wearing. I got this ring It's from Alex and Ani. It's part of their Harry Potter collection, and it's an owl post ring, which has the owl in a letter. My mother-in-law got me that. Other bookish things that I got a pair of Hufflepuff knee-high socks, which I have not worn yet, but here they are. I got this sign. I will cover up the inappropriate 2 letters in between, but this was also from the lady who married us. I got actually my coffee mug, which also has a swear word on it, from my sister and future brother-in-law. It says, "I don't give a huffle, you know." John got me a Hufflepuff planner for 2020, which I have been using. I had not been using a planner for like a few years, and I decided that this year I really wanted to, because I need to be more organized, and I feel like this will help me. So I'm still getting into the swing of actually using it on a regular basis, but this had all of the features in a planner that I wanted, and is even better because it's Hufflepuff themed. John also got me a bullet journal. I think that is all the like bookish things that aren't books that I got for Christmas. So now into the books. So my mother-in-law, she knows that Little Women is my favorite book. She saw that I like had different editions of Little Women on my Amazon wish list. From my mom, I got The Ultimate Wine Companion, which is edited by Kevin Zraly. I love reading about wine and learning more about like wine and wine pairings and like different vintages, different like areas that wine has made. So I had this on my wish list, and she got that for me. And then she got me The Alloy of Law and the Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson. This is like the Mistborn like second era books. Then these next things I am so excited about. These are things that I don't think I would have ever purchased for myself, but I wanted them so badly. And so my dear sweet husband and my awesome in-laws got me these things, and I'm so excited about them. Sorry, I'm making room so I can grab them. So from my mother and my sister-in-law, they kind of collaborated on this. I got the first 3 Harry Potter books in the like Hufflepuff edition from Bloomsbury Press. These are all like 20th anniversary ones, so I'm pretty sure these are the only 3 that are out right now. They are awesome. They have like, they're like the house colors of Hufflepuff with the sprayed edges. And then they also, in the back, they all have had like little like fun facts. Like one of them had like trivia questions, but I love these. These are just gorgeous. And then John got me, this is very heavy. John got me the illustrated editions of Harry Potter for Christmas as well. I am so excited to flip through these. I've flipped through and like taken a peek at some of the illustrations, and they are just so gorgeous. I'm so excited to do a reread of Harry Potter this year and start reading the illustrated editions. My biggest struggle right now is where am I going to put these, because I don't have room on my bookshelves for 7 books plus my normal Harry Potter books. So those are my Christmas present. So then we did recently, I think last weekend, we went to Barnes & Noble, and I did get a few more things there. So these are my most recent purchases as far as books go. So I got this journal. It's got like books on it. Then this was not a Barnes & Noble purchase. I actually forgot that I purchased this. I got Rose Madder by Stephen King. And then I got some books that I've been wanting to read. I don't know why I got them, because literally the next 4 books that I'm about ready to show you are all first books in the series. So I don't need to start any more series, but here's 4 more books to start series. So I got The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've never read The Raven Boys. This is a very beloved series here on BookTube. Excited to read that. And then I got Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. Again, heard about it on BookTube. Sounds interesting. Sounds like something that I would want to read. So I got that. And then I was trying to find these at the next 2 at Barnes & Noble. Found one of them, but then I looked on Amazon and it was like $4 cheaper. And then the other one I couldn't find at my Barnes & Noble. So I purchased them on Amazon. So I got Scythe by Neal Shusterman. This is like less than $7 on Amazon Prime right now. If you guys want to purchase it, it's super cheap. Another series that is beloved on BookTube. I think I am going to be buddy reading this with Mandy at Bookishly Mandy. I will link her channel down below. We had talked about it. I purchased it. So Mandy, if you still want to buddy read it, I am ready to go with that. And then I got The Diviners by Libba Bray. I could not find this at Barnes & Noble, so I found it on Amazon and purchased it. I'm excited to give this a try. It's set in the 1920s, and everything that I've heard about it sounds like it is something that I will just love. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I need to finish some of my series before I start some of these other ones. So these are all of the books I have acquired recently. Yeah, let me know what some of your favorite acquisitions have been, either for Christmas or if you've hauled some books recently. Let me know what your favorites are. Let me know if you've read any of these, what your thoughts are on them, what I should get to first as I am getting ready to start planning my February TBR. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.